23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. We're all good? Okay, thank you.
You adjusted?
I'm just like a nerd.
You know what? I'm gonna higher or lower, however you think.
You're gonna stay here, right? Higher.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for sending up.
We're live right now. I'm just setting it up. I really should. Yeah, so I know. I always find myself doing this. Yeah.
We're like gonna be sticking out of his head again.
Yeah, it's good. That's what always happens, man.
Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get.
No?
It's fine right there.
Wow, what's wrong? Oh, you don't like it? Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's in the shop.
No, I mean, you can move it back because there's nothing I can do about getting that thing off the stand.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's good?
It's gonna be like right there, I think.
Yeah, that one. I mean,
Next to the guy that's standing in front.
you saw what I mean? Don't you?
Yeah.
You, man.
Yeah.
That's fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, burn.
All right, we're going to get started in 2 seconds. Just a reminder, any cell phones, if you have them, please turn them off. Any questions at the end, just one at a time, raise your hand.
Check 1, 2.
Good morning. My name's Charles Gardner. I'm the police commissioner here in the city of Yonkers, and I'm joined here this morning by our mayor, the Honorable Mike Spano, Captain Patrick McCormick, the commanding officer of the 3rd Precinct, Lieutenant Mulvey, Sergeant Singer from the 3rd Precinct, Deputy Chief Joseph Monaco, Steve Vandervelden, who's the Deputy Division Chief of the Investigation Bureau of the Westchester County District Attorney's Office, and Stephanie Denise, an Assistant District Attorney in the Investigations Division of the Westchester County District Attorney's Office. You know, over the last several months, we've been experiencing a rash of mail thefts, including the theft of mail from mail receptacles, and these thefts have been occurring not only here in Yonkers, but throughout the region. The stolen mail, which contained confidential, personal, and financial information, was used to defraud multiple victims here in Yonkers. And year to date, we received about 95 reported incidents of unlawfully withdrawn funds from various accounts, totaling in excess of $650,000. We've been working closely with the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, the Westchester County District Attorney's Office, and other law enforcement partners, and are pleased to announce today the arrest of a former postal employee in connection with the mail thefts here in the city of Yonkers. Laurel Legrand, a former U.S. Postal employee who was employed for approximately 1 year as a letter carrier assigned to both the South Broadway and Yonkers Avenue post offices, has been arrested and charged with grand larceny and 3 counts of identity theft. Legrand resides at 80 School Street here in Yonkers and resigned from the post office just recently in the past few weeks. We believe that Legrand was acting in concert with a group of individuals who were stealing mail, washing checks, and depositing the fraudulent checks in Legrand's personal accounts, thereby defrauding the account holders. The investigation revealed that 4 separate fraudulent checks that were mailed in Yonkers mailboxes were deposited into Legrand's personal bank account by at least 2 separate males who have now been identified. Additionally, we developed information that an individual who was identified as Shaquille Wilshire had cashed a fraudulent check in Manhattan on May 18th. The check was stolen from a Yonkers mailbox, and Wilshire was arrested by the NYPD based on our investigation. We believe that Wilshire, who also resides at 80 School Street, the same address as Legrand, is part of the group that's engaging in these mail thefts. The investigation is continuing. We anticipate additional arrests in this case. We continue to work with the District Attorney's Office, the Postal Inspector's Office, and we're pleased to report that the postal authorities have upgraded the security features on all mailboxes here in the city of Yonkers, and are about 3/4 of the boxes here in Yonkers have been upgraded to more secure, fortified mail boxes. And since that time, we've seen a reduction in the number of thefts from actual mail receptacles, but we're still getting the residual effects and reported larcenies from the theft of mail that's occurred over the past few months. The investigation is continuing. We are putting people on notice that if you're going to engage in this type of fraud, that we're going to fine you, we're going to arrest you, and we're going to prosecute you and hold you fully accountable for your actions. At this point, I'd like to introduce the mayor of the city of Yonkers, the Honorable Mike Spano.
Thank you, Commissioner, and let me start off by saying to the Westchester County District Attorney's Office, Tony Scarpino and his team that's here, obviously our Yonkers Police Department led by Commissioner Gardner, the United States Postal Service, those that have helped us, those who have made anonymous phone calls and have given tips, all of us working together in an effort to bring integrity back to the U.S. postal system here in our region. This is the culmination of a lot of hard work on behalf of our departments. I just want to say thank you. I think that it's safe to say, though, that the investigations are continuing, and there's some more work to do. So I don't feel confident to say to the taxpayers that you should use those use the postal service here. You should still continue to bring your mail to either local post office or give it to your letter carrier. In the meantime, you know, it will be that we know that there are upgrades happening to the post office boxes that are here, and of course there continues to be investigations. But what was perpetrated here against mostly seniors and was something that could really jeopardize people's credit rating. Senior citizens, as you know, don't generally use the electronic funds transfers like we all do, and this has really been an attack on the integrity of the system, and so I'm glad to see that our police department is working very, very closely with the Postal Service to try and get this done. I mean, Postal Service worker going postal on our postal system is something that is certainly not going to be tolerated here or anywhere in this community, and we're going to continue to find those who are responsible and make sure that if they have done this type of crime, that they will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law and will not be able to do this. I'll turn this back to the Commissioner. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And at this point, we'll open it up for any questions that you may have. We'll try to answer them to the best of our ability. But please keep in mind that this is still an active and ongoing investigation.
So we're right next to a mailbox. Is it safe for people now to put their mail there?
As I indicated, all the mailboxes here in the city of Yonkers have received upgraded security enhancements. 3/4 of the boxes have been changed to more secure, more fortified boxes. And in the past week, we've not received any additional reports of theft from a mail receptacle. So, we're still getting the reports of the larcenies and the identity theft from the mail that was stolen prior. But again, in the past week, we've not received any additional reports of mail being stolen from an actual receptacle.
Notice you have the names of the suspect on the back. Go ahead.
Commissioner, the upgrades to the system will not be complete to the end of June. So that's why I've been saying we should wait to the end of June, where everything has been upgraded before I would feel very, very confident about the system. But it's true, Commissioner is 100% right. We've seen a drop-off in this type of behavior, but again, there's still a little bit of work left to do.
Real quick, if you don't mind, I noticed you have the names of the suspects on the back of the pictures. Can you show them to us so we can get the right spelling real quick?
Yep, we'll give them to you after the press conference. We'll get you that
I
information.
just got it. I got a live hit now.
Yep, we'll do.
Are the upgrades things that are noticeable that we would see or not?
This is an upgraded box, as you can see right here. There are certain mechanisms installed in the box that make it harder to engage in phishing, and it's more fortified to break into the box. The locking mechanism, it's all upgraded and enhanced, secure receptacles. So I don't know. I don't want to go into specific details of the box upgrades because it would be counterproductive for us. But these are more secure with enhanced security receptacles.
I mean, one thing you'll notice about this mailbox is that... Yes, sir. I mean, one thing you can notice about this mailbox is it has a slit now as opposed to opening a drawer to get into the mailbox. And that will assist in mitigating the issue with phishing into mailboxes.
What role, if any, does USPS play in all of this? Like, are they responsible for anything?
As I mentioned, we've been working closely with the postal inspectors on these criminal investigations. They've assisted us, and we're continuing to work with them. They've also been working on enhancing the security of the boxes here in the city of Yonkers as well.
But I mean, in the sense that the person, I'm assuming, had a key. Like, is it their job not to make sure they can't, when they resign, they can't take keys home? I don't know how it works.
I can't comment on the policies of the postal U.S. Post Office, but I can tell you that we've been working closely with them.
Is there any connection between this arrest and the arrest 2 weeks ago of the 3 men in Boston?
The 3 men that were arrested here in Yonkers on South Broadway.
So there were 3 arrested,
Yeah.
I believe it was last week, or these 3 men in Boston.
We're still working with the postal inspectors on that. It's still an active and ongoing investigation. We're trying to determine if they're connected.
Commissioner, the former worker whose picture you held up, what is she alleged to have done? Did she have a key? Was she sharing the key? What is she alleged to have done?
Well, I can tell you that she knowingly allowed individuals to deposit stolen checks that were stolen from mailboxes into her personal account. We believe that she acted in concert with a group of individuals that were engaging in these identity theft and these fraudulent checks. And there are other aspects of the investigation as to whether mail was stolen other than receptacles. That's still ongoing.
Okay, because we have a surveillance video of the guy opening the box and taking the bin out. Is she connected to that?
That's still part of the active investigation. We do know that she allowed these checks to be deposited into her personal account and knowingly took possession of the money that was fraudulently deposited.
Commissioner, are there any federal charges expected in this case?
The postal inspectors are consulting with the U.S. Attorney, and we do anticipate additional charges locally and possibly federal charges as well.
How much money was deposited into her accounts?
I believe there were 4,000 checks. They were approximately $1,000 each check, roughly $1,000, $1,800 each check. Separate checks stolen from different mailboxes here in Yonkers.
But it's an ongoing investigation. I mean, that's there were additional checks as well, and we're taking a look at all the checks that were deposited into the account.
And we've subpoenaed bank records. We're looking at bank records video. There's a lot of work to do, but we're backtracking now. And hopefully we'll come up with additional evidence to support additional charges.
So you said she worked at the post office on South Broadway?
She worked for the post office for about a year. She was a letter carrier who had worked in both the South Broadway post office as well as the Yonkers Avenue post office.
Commissioner, so she alleged to have done these activities after she resigned from her position at the post office or during?
No, we believe that the activities occurred during her employment with the post office, and subsequent to the investigation, she just recently resigned. Okay? Thank you very much. One last question.
As a resident of Yonkers, I want to know if there are any other things that are being put into play, you know, for the safety of our privacy, other than just the mailbox.
Well, the integrity of the post office itself, I can't comment on that. I can tell you that we're working with postal authorities on upgrading the security of mailboxes and conducting investigations of any thefts of mail that we are becoming aware of. So working closely on that, we're going to be looking to hold those individuals accountable who are engaging in this type of identity theft and fraud. But we're continuing to work together with the District Attorney's Office and the federal authorities on stopping these type of thefts.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.